nice weather, no? Nice to do outdoorsy things before it gets too hot.
40 seconds and you're already talking about the weather. No?
I know, we better change the topic, otherwise people will think we have nothing else to talk about.
I swear.
So just another week, for your new movie release. Any pre-release jitters?
See, what happens is when I make the film, when I write it, I just don't care about what people will think, and it's my sensibilities, and I think it's good, and I just make the film. But once I finish the film and waiting for the film to release, I go through one crazy state. I don't want to be with anybody, and people who know me really well don't want to be with me at that time. You know, I'm panic stricken and I'm getting really nervous and stuff like that. So this is the beginning of all that.
No, but you mask it quite well because you look very calm.
No, also you call me to eat, right? So I don't have a problem with that.
So how was it shooting in Malta?
It was beautiful. I mean, some of the people in the crew, they didn't even know a place like Malta existed. We knew about it because when I did Kaka Kaka, we wanted to shoot the Uire Uire song in Malta, and Rashmi, who works with me, she kind of put together, the locations and where we could shoot and all that. There's a girl called Michelle, who's a good friend of ours. She's from Malta. So this time around, since we're the producers and we had the money, we said, there's no way we're not going to Malta.
So did you do a recce?
Yeah, we went a little ahead of shoot, and we did a recce of the locations with Rajivan and the whole team, and then we got the actors in after like 6-7 days and started to shoot. It was beautiful.
I know, because I've seen bits of it, and I can't stop humming those two songs. One is Hosanna, and the other one is Aromale.
Yeah, Hosanna was shot in Malta, and the other song was Omana Pinne. Hosanna we shot in the city. We want a lot of the pastel colored buildings, and they have beautiful balconies. With beautiful flowers on the balcony, and we used all that. Lots of churches, the whole city is filled with churches. For Omana Pinne, we went into the landscape, like the sea. We shot on the sea, we shot on a yacht.
Oh, thank you.
And we used a lot of the caves and stuff like that. Very beautiful location. I'd love to go back and shoot a whole film there.
And so do you think you've arrived now that you've worked with A.R. Rahman?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the word to use. I think with this I've arrived, and also it's been a very humbling experience. I've learned a lot. I've unlearned and I've learned, just sitting and watching him work, and I've never heard him say anything bad about anybody. Generally people, when you talk about other people's work, you just tend to drift away, right? I've never heard him say anything bad about anybody else in the industry or anybody, and it's very international sort of music. We decided we'll do that, especially with him. There was no way we wouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying?
Especially with Aromale, the very jazzy feel. So how do you do it? You tell him what the mood is like.
Yeah.
You give him the lyrics as well.
No, the songs are composed first, and then we write the lyrics. Sometimes some key words, some key phrases are already put in, and he composes based on that. But he knows the entire story, and when we compose for a song, he knows what the situation is. He knows, what the mode of the song is and what the visuals will be like and stuff like that. And he'll keep calling me. He'll say, "I've done something. Come and listen to it." And then I'll go over. And then once, I've never said no to any tune that's come so far from him. All 7 songs were first tunes that I heard, And then we bring Tamare in and we write together, and she writes it at Rahman's studio. And then he gets the singers in and records the song. It's a great experience just to watch him work.
And Simbu and Trisha. Now, how did this casting happen?
Actually, this film was supposed to be, we wanted to shoot with somebody who didn't have an image. But then my producers came in and said, might as well shoot with a star, who'll bring in the money and there will be some business and stuff like that.
Thank you.
So we brought Simbu in, and quite a revelation, because I realized he's such a fine actor. He's capable of so much, of such good performance, and I can't say that I brought out a lot from him, because if he didn't have it in him, then it wouldn't have been easy to bring it out, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, and Trisha, totally new look, the clothes they wear in the film and the way they look, the dialogue delivery and everything, we worked on, and I'd work with them in a heartbeat anytime, you know what I'm saying, again.
And what kind of director are you? Do you want, whatever you tell your actors, do you want that exactly reproduced, or do you do a lot of takes? Thank you.
No, I don't do a lot of takes. I think the first take will be the best take always. I talk to them about the scene. I'll get them into the mood. And sometimes I do both. Sometimes I shoot really candid also. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I shoot really candid also. Like most of the times they didn't even know that the camera was running. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, just talk. And then they'd talk. And then they'd just talk whatever, and then we'd shoot. And then they'll turn back, like, you guys are shooting, they'll say. So I like stuff like that, very candid. And this whole film is like chronicling the life of 2 people over a year, and just let them talk and be themselves and put the camera in between and shoot. This whole film is shot like that, actually.
There's a movie like that, 2 movies in fact, which I saw recently, Before Sunrise?
Before sunrise,
Before
yeah.
sunset, I
Before
think.
sunset, correct.
Or
correct.
after sunrise.
Yeah,
or,
yeah, one
you
of
know.
those, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke, right?
Ethan Hawke
Yeah.
and a French actress, I
Yeah,
don't remember.
yeah.
So do you watch a lot of international cinema?
I don't have the time, you know. I have a good system set up at home, but it's mostly my wife who gets to watch all the DVDs that I bring. I like to watch films in the theaters. Like when I go abroad, I make it a point to catch up on all that's released, you know, in recent.
Because your films do have a sort of a slight international feel to them, the music and
I've never drawn from any film. I've never watched a film and cranked a shot. We give every film the treatment that it deserves, that the script deserves. And I like Indian films more. Like if you ask me, my influences are more Raj Kapoor, Gurudutt and Mani Ratnam than anything else actually.
And I know that you read a lot, which is unusual because a lot of people don't read today.
Yeah, I read a lot. I think I got that from my dad. You know, he had a huge collection of books, and whenever I travel abroad, I pick up a lot of books and I read. Yeah, I still need to find a little more time to do that these days. But yeah, once I finish my film, I'll go back into a lot of reading.
What kind of books?
Anything goes. I mean, for me, there's no particular genre that I keep pegging at. I read everything and anything. And of late, I'm into these books written by Swedish writers, which are translated, you know, and Henning Mankell
Henning
and stuff like
Mankell.
that. So I read them a lot. Yeah.
And is it with the aim of basing a plot of a film on these? Do you draw inspiration from them?
Yeah,
Tell him.
I draw inspiration. Yes, and I want to adapt from books from now on. You know, it's not very easy to write scripts. That takes like 3 months of my time. You know, and I want to do more films. So it's easy to get inspired by a book. In fact, when The Kite Runner and 1,000 Splendid Suns came out, we got in touch with the author and the publishing house to see if we can pick up the rights. But of course, Hollywood had already picked it up by then.
But did you see the film?
Yeah, I read the book first. The Kite Runner, yes, I saw the film, and I liked 1,000 Splendid Suns more actually.
Has that been made into a film?
No, not as yet. But somebody's already got the rights. You can't make it into a film as yet, I guess.
You know, this is lovely. I was actually apprehensive because you are known as a man of few words. And he's been jabbering non-stop and not eating.
Okay, I'll eat.
So do you think we should take a break?
Yeah, we'll take a break. You speak actually a lot, so let's take a break.
So as the director, you should say cut.
Cut.
Okay.